There we go. Greetings, everyone. BJ Weller back with you finally and again here for episode 3 of Adventures in the Horde. So let's see where we're at. It's been so long. Took time off for the holidays and all that good stuff, and finally back on here streaming again. Let's figure out what I'm doing. I see something there. Speak to Jira on the Blood Talon shore. Okay, sure. Why not? Oh, where did I go here? Crab. Ooh, I can go crab fishing. Riding. I'll speak to let's just speak to Garthok. Jira. I think at this point I was just fooling around on the island here.
What's up, man?
Well, hello there. What's going on, dude? Hey, Zuni. What's up? How's it going? On the island of trolls.
You finished with your training too? Glad you make it through, man.
Thanks. Yeah. Why are you following me, dude? You can go back to whatever you were doing before. Thanks.
I know this is probably busy work, but I don't mind. These baby raptors are cute little devils.
Alright, you go get yourself a baby raptor. I'm gonna go over here. Talk to Jira.
Talk to me.
Yes, I am. Nice to see this around here, Mom. Please give. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the voice. Complete quest. Okay, the troll's truest companion. Sweet. Something really important I can tell you. People among our actions been stolen by someone on the next island. First, I thought they were just running away. Nature. I'd be claiming them, but we are missing more than a dozen little guys now. Please head to SWTOR, etc., etc. Okay.
Bye bye.
Try not to make me look too bad, eh?
Okay.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm just, mercy for the lost. Has been corrupting down with some kind of malady. The ground is corruption, so there's all we can do. Ooh, granted a piece of death. Gotta go kill some raptors, huh? So sorry about that. Connoisseur to the sea witch. Oh, interesting. I think they found Naga. He was holding. Oh, Naga. They're in Guild Wars too. Oh, shocking. So many things, thievery and spilling, going, etc., etc.
Spirits be with ya, man.
Well, I thank you, man. He's good. He's gone. I can get on the business here. Alright, so everything I've got's over there except for the crab fishing. Over there. Over this aisle here. Well, and thank you, as always, for the auto host there, Battery. Fellow Judgment Gaming Guild member, as well as Extra Life Team Captain. Actually, what do I gotta do here? Let's see. Slay the corrupted blood talons. Okay.
It's too far away.
Well, let me get closer then. Oh, it's corrupted me. Aw, little lost hatchling. That's funny. stats reduced by 5. Yeah, because that won't attract attention now, will it? I'm concealed in the shadows. Yeah, I would imagine it would still be concealed there now, huh? I got left. I gotta rescue one more. Kill one more here.
I need to get closer.
Alright, let's get these little guys out of here. Huh. I guess they eventually go away. Alright. Yeah, let's see what we got. Oh, this Naga guy, huh? So, red order lost over, I can see him changing. Killed this Naga. Okay. So how do I kill him? Oh, so I can't sneak up on him. Take that, you bum. Oh, he made me small.
Hello, man.
Continue, yes. For a long reasons I'm not going well. Excellent. Complete the quest.
Stay away from the...
Oh, my inventory's full. Are you yanking my phalange?
Who you be? Later.
Hey there. Be seeing ya.
There we go.
Greetings, man. Be seeing ya.
Alright, there we go. See what we got here. 5 armor. Scout, soul, 5 armor, durability. Leather. Fierce heart vest. Well, it doesn't matter either one. Scout, hunter vest. Let's go for the fierce heart vest because that sounds cool. There we go. Did it change much? No, it doesn't change much. Alright. So we'll wear our fierce heart vest here.
Inventory is full.
Yes, I know it's full. I'll fix that. Bring special not even processing. Just need to catch around the island.
Be careful, man.
Hey, don't walk away. I was
How
done
you
reading.
doing, man? Okay.
Inventory is
Shut.
full.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Okay, so I can't, she's got to give me something, so I've got to go into the inventory. Alrighty then. So what do I got here? Glads, beaten, battle axe, that's, two-handed, yeah, so we don't necessarily need that. Worn dagger, 1 damage. Sell a few things here, I think. We can find Mr. Merchant. Can I sell stuff to you?
You come get the voodoo.
Here we go. So that. Let's see what else we got here. So I should sell that stuff. Such a hoarder, you never know if you're going to need it.
Good to meet ya.
So we'll leave it like that for the time being. Mischief. Alright, now.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Now can I accept your request?
Bye now.
Alright, so yes, of course. Blood Talon Lasso. Capture Swiftball, return Swiftball to the Raptor pens. Okay, so I guess I've got to go find Swiftball. So use skill tools here where I hit the certain key and it highlights everything on here. Alright, he's supposed to be on this island. It's not a very big island. Oh, wait, oh, Swiftball. There you are. Steer him back to the raptor pens near Dark Spear Hold. Oh, okay, alright. Alright. We gotcha. Okay. Oh, wait.
Don't be shy.
Swiftclaw, tell me about me. Sound like he'd be a handful. One of my challenge. The spirited ones would be making the bravest truce companions. Yes, sir.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Oh, I'll try. Believe me, I'll try. Sporehide belt 3 armor. What do we got here? 3 armor. 20 out of 20. There's no difference there. So Marauders belt. We'll just go do that. We'll go sell that with a dinky doodle.
Don't be shy.
Thanks.
Be good.
Oh, we got something here.
You come get the voodoo.
Alright, Mon. Secure right. You be a lot of time didn't I gotta take Northern Nile. Uh-oh.
Spirits be with you, man.
Alright, thanks. Let's see if there's anything else on the island. I think I need to buy more storage. Make sure there's no other quests here. Nothing? Okay, nothing popping up, so it should be good. Alright. So what do we got here? We can go fishing. No auto run. Where's my auto run? Hey, Battery. Yes, I am up early. Thanks for joining me, though. Yes, I'm up early trying to get at least one One stream in before the kids get up, which should be knowing them any minute. Where am I going? Let's go fishing. Let's get this thing out of the way here. Yeah, since I took some time off for the holidays, not entirely by choice, figure I guess I better get back into the saddle here. Get some more episodes done. Yeah, good luck with that, yeah. The older one's pretty good though. I have to say, she'll take care of the younger one, the baby almost. Well, she's a toddler now. I can take care of the toddler for me, so he's a big help in that regard anyway. And what am I doing? Fresh crawler meat. Alright. Okay, just kill and collect 5 crawler meats. Alright. Good morning, Arrow. How's it going? Oop, good. Where is this thing? Oh, that's way out there. Ah, thanks for the host, Arrow. Oh, you're still at work, huh? Joy, joy, joy. Wish I got my weekend off this weekend. Ooh, I'm facing the wrong way, thank you. So I can catch up on some streaming episodes here. Of course, my overlay's not working because my host pop thing didn't pop up.
I'm out of range.
Okay, let me run over here. I'll Yeah, I know. I love. Oh yeah, the Twitch app. Yeah, that's why I actually watch my own streams on my tablet through the app here. Although the unfortunate part is that the last update they did to the app, you can't. If you go to your own channel, it'll give you like a sort of dashboard thing, so you can't actually watch the stream and see chat at the same time. Chat's on the separate tab, and your channel stream's on the separate tab now. So I have to go live, go in and do a search for my channel and watch it that way. It's highly annoying. Day off this month to DM my first D&D session. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's been a long time since I did any pen and pencil D&D. Long time. Yeah, then another Dark Spear Warrior sacrificed. One by one you shall all perish. Really? Okay. If you say so. That's why I have dual monitors. Yeah. Yeah, I missed the entrance song. Yeah, I'll usually do that. I use my tablet just because it's easier to keep the tablet right underneath the game window here, so I can sort of like out of the bottom of my eye sort of see when chat goes chat pops. So I actually have 4 monitors here that I got here. 2 of which I use on my streaming computer, and the other 2 for other systems. So if I have the stream up on one of the other ones, it's too far out of my peripheral, so I don't see chat. So I had more money or space for 2 monitors. Yeah. I need a new streaming system here. This is at this point I think a 7-year-old now XPS laptop, and it just can't handle a lot of the stuff while I'm streaming and doing a local recording too. For like when I do my extra life streams, I do the local recording to make it easier for me to upload to YouTube, since we don't have access to downloading the videos from the Extra Life Twitch channel. But that really bogs the system down depending on which game I'm playing. Yes, the Evil Overlord setup, indeed. And that's really not all my systems. That's just the most recent ones I've got here. I've got 2 laptops. I've got an old Vostro 200 desktop here. That's 9 years old now. Then behind me, if you watch any of the videos where I got the cam on, behind me I've got the server, far behind me. And then I've got, to the left of that, my older systems, my Windows Millennium, my Windows 98 systems. The 98 system I have up and running. A couple others that I don't. So I just can't throw anything away. Alright, what am I doing? Where am I going? Crab fishing. Let's go turn that in. I lost my track here. I still have my old Windows IBM Windows 3.0 IBM PC XT, which died on me a few years ago, unfortunately. Still holding out hope I'll be able to pick up some parts for that somehow and get it running again. There we go. Complete the quest.
Later.
Alright, so good. So we've got breaking the line. Let's go do that. So this might be nearing the end of everything we found here on the Dark Spirit Troll section. Pardon me, excuse me. Yeah, it looks good now. Yeah, for World of Warcraft, it usually doesn't. I usually don't have too many issues. Like World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, I can usually run the recording and the stream. Too many issues. You know, my Stronghold Kingdom stuff. Although last night or yesterday, oh yeah, I guess yesterday after work, I did my Stronghold Kingdoms episode I just uploaded to YouTube last night. OBS just went, I guess OBS was the main culprit. I just all of a sudden it started running into problems again. Be right back. Switch computers to watch. Oh, all right, good. So every once in a while OBS will act up on me. The Stronghold Kingdom should have no problems. Very, very low intensive game, I guess you could say. But yeah, and I wasn't even streaming. I was just doing a local recording, and it just bogged down on me. Had the good old encoding overloaded. So I had to go stop real quick, change my settings back to 20 frames per second, which seems to be, I think 20 frames per second on OBS here seems to be a sweet spot. So as long as everything looks good on the stream, I guess we'll stick with that. Okay, so what am I doing here? Speak to secure rights and seek out. Okay, I guess oh, wait, where are you? Oh, you're over here. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. I have to go talk to somebody over here. Alright, Captain of the Watch, here you are.
What you want?
I'm supposed to talk to you and secure a ride. Alright, there's no casual counterattack. We'd be fooling to slaughter every last Naga. Alright, good. Slaughtering Naga. Committed great atrocities. Time to show them mercy is long past. Gotcha.
Stay away from the voodoo.
Alright, I'll try.
I caught up with ya. Let's stick together in here, okay?
Hey, great. Great. Great, Zuni, great. Yeah. Got myself my friend back. Oh no, he's back too. Welcome back. Territorial places on a spit scale flag. So I gotta go find a flag. And just kill some Naga here. What do we got down here? Oh, hello.
It's too far.
You're right there. How are you too far away? I gotta change my keybinds here. Let me get your MMO fix with SWTOR, eh? Nice. Yeah, good old SWTOR. How Battery H and I know ye well. Oh, I guess, is this the flag? Do I, what is this here? Oh, hello. I seem to have fallen. Alright, let me face you. The good old SWTOR. Fortunately, not the game it once was. I have no idea how to get out of here. Yeah, unfortunately with, alright, now is this the flag here? I can, oh, yep, there we go. Okay, good. Now I gotta figure out how to get out of here without using my Hearthstone. Uh-oh.
It's too far away.
You're right there. Yeah, it would have been nice to have been able to do a adventure series with SWTOR. I mean, the game, I mean, really is perfectly suited to that. Unfortunately, with the changes they made last year in 4.0, it's just, it stopped being fun for me. Because they made speed leveling the norm, and I'm not really a speed leveling type of person. I'd rather take my time and sort of maintain a proper pacing for a game. But unfortunately, they have no option to turn off the enhanced XP there. Now, how many more do I got to place? So I got to place 5 more, so we'll throw another one on here. There we go. Alright, is there a map here? Okay. Looks like if I can go this way, I might be able to get out of here. Yeah, the new story campaigns. I mean, I still follow it because I'm hoping against hope that the devs will wake up and realize, hey, you know what? Providing more options to the player base instead of shoehorning everybody into one particular play style is a better thing than what they've done so far. But yeah, from what I've read, from what I've seen, it's hit or miss with the new storylines. I mean, they don't. It doesn't. I mean, I'm a story player. That's what got me involved. That's why I played the game for the 4 odd years. before 4.0, because the 8 class stories was just an awesome experience. But I've heard mixed reviews with the Knights of the Fallen Empire and Knights of the Eternal Throne storylines. Now, of course, they're shoehorned storylines. So it's basically a one-size-fits-all they've done with them, which is sort of, a detriment. Because just from what I understand with the storylines, it's at least in terms of the Fallen Empire, the first one, it's it's sort of, the storyline is good if you're a light side Jedi Knight. The story sort of works perfectly for a light side Jedi Knight. Not so much for any of the other classes. So that's, sort of a drawback to the one-size-fits-all mode that they've gone for the story. But I've also heard that, obviously there are people who have enjoyed both these expansions. But again, for me, it's just not the story I was looking for, you might say. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's one of the main complaints with the game right now. In that, it's pretty much. It was one thing. At least for the vanilla class stories, a lot of the story areas were instanced and all that stuff, but you could still bring a group with you and play through that particular class story quest. You can at least have your group, follow along with the story you were doing. With the expansions, they don't. Oh, I went the wrong way here. They don't even allow for that. You can't group up for a lot of this stuff. So that's a problem. Now, of course, I was a big proponent of them getting back to the roots, doing the story, and that kind of stuff. I wanted them to get back to story, but not at the cost of everything else. Unfortunately, that's what they've done for the last 2 expansions, and I think it's hurt the game more than it's helped at this point. Can I just sneak by you guys? Because
mama was a bait fish.
I just want to get out of here. So it'll be interesting to see. They just had a dev live stream Thursday, which was basically, I missed it unfortunately, but apparently there wasn't much to see from it. It was basically just a rehash of a rehash. So nothing really interesting at that point, even though I think the last couple of live streams they said, hey, in our 1st January live stream, we'll let you know what we're doing with group content. No, it's essentially, hey, this is a rehash of us telling you we're going to talk about group content. But we're actually going to talk about it at the end of the month now. So that's sort of typical BioWare, it seems, at this point. A little irksome. So now we've got to wait until the 26th. So, 19 days from now to maybe, possibly see what they've got for the future of the game. Dropped your sub after too much disappointment. I'm not paying $15 a month for a single player game where you kind of have friends. Exactly. My whole thing was, for the first 4 years, I guess you could call me a defender, a white knight or whatever, because I would defend the game, but I would do it not white knightishly. I sort of took the line, if you guys are familiar with the forums, there's a user on there, Andrea, who's always been famously described as a white knight or a BioWare employee. But I never saw her that way because she would be critical of the game where criticism was needed. And that's sort of the lines I took along with the game and on the forums before 4.0 hit and all that. Is like, I would be critical of the game where I think criticism was well deserved. I would defend the game where I think defending the game was well deserved. And I always maintain that no matter what, as long as I was having fun with the game, as long as I was enjoying what I was doing at that point in time, I would maintain. I actually ended up with 2 accounts, and I had subs on both accounts. So I would maintain both those subs and would have no issue with that. And even leading up to the information with Knights of the Fallen Empire and all that, with that expansion, once I started learning more about Knights of the Fallen Empire and stuff, and said, yeah, it's not really an expansion, a story I want to play through. So yeah, I had no interest. I had no interest in playing through Knights of the Fallen Empire at that point in time. So I said, well, but I'm still enjoying the rest of the game. So at that point, it was still worth, maintaining the subscription for both accounts. I said, and I will always do that, even though I have no intention of playing COTFE or anything else that follows. Until, of course, 4.0 hits, and we find out they added level syncing, and this forced enhanced XP. I said, yeah, no, you just destroyed the part of the game that I find most enjoyable. So goodbye, no more sub. So like I said, I've been following the game the last year or so, hoping against hope, poking and prodding them on Facebook and Twitter as needed to say that, hey, not everybody likes the power level. Some of us actually like to take our time and enjoy the 1 through 50 leveling experience. Hoping against hope that at some point we would have options to turn this nonsense off. So that's where we're at. I'm at the point now where it's like, okay, at this point, do I uninstall the game to free up some hard disk space on my computer for more games, or do I keep hoping against hope that at some point someone of BioWare will wise up and say, hey, you know what, let's give players some more options. Let's make some of this nonsense optional and do the right thing. But yeah, future of the game, maintenance mode. Unfortunately, I think you're right. I just one, I don't want to say bad decision, because with 4.0 and 5.0, there were some good additions. I mean, there were some good things that they came up with, and I think some good things that they added to the game, but a lot of that has just been so overshadowed by the boneheaded things they've done the last year and a half. It's just, I don't know at this point. I don't know whether there's any hope at all for the game. They you go on the forums and you see the back and forth between the two sides. Oh, the game's dying, this and that. The game, I don't see the game dying, but it's certainly not as healthy and as thriving as it certainly could be or should be at this point. Even it's a 5-year-old game, but it's Star Wars, for God's sakes. It's the only Star Wars, quote unquote, at this point, MMO that's out there. There's no way the game should have the kind of problems population-wise it's having. So it's just, I don't know. I just don't know what to do with it at this point. I'd love to be able to go back in there and play and just enjoy the leveling experience again, but I just can't. And unfortunately, I just don't see that changing. But we'll see. Hey, you never know. Miracles, perhaps miracles in 2017 can happen. All right. No more mercy. Complete the quest. I got some wagons. I'll complete that quest. Excellent. The Sea Witch here on top of this very accept.
Later.
Now, of course, a lot of people on the forums have been saying that, a lot of the stuff they're doing is a copy and paste of WoW. So, of course, I'm a WoW noob, so I can't really comment on that. But, the fact that here I am in World of Warcraft enjoying the leveling experience like I enjoyed at one point that experience in Star Wars: The Old Republic, I could very well be enjoying the leveling experience of Star Wars: The Old Republic if they would just options. I'm fine with MMOs. In fact, I've always been a big proponent of MMOs having those options for the single player person. At the end of the day, having options for free to play and for the sub, some of the paradigm shifts we've seen over the last 5 or 6 years, I think were very good and very necessary to keep the genre thriving. And that's the key, is to have the options. Unfortunately, I think far too many developers try to shoehorn the player base into one particular style, and that's a detriment. So, I mean, this whole Galactic Command thing, I mean, on the face of it, yeah, the Galactic Command thing is the way they've done. The Galactic Command is one of those things that looks great on paper and could be a very useful and fun system to have in the game, but as seems typical of BioWare, was poorly implemented. I think instead of trying to cram a single player section of SWTOR, I'd like to see a proper standalone game. I think they committed to the MMO. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. I think the problem is, and has, one of the themes over the last 5 years, is that, BioWare came into this with no real experience or knowledge of how to run an MMO, and I think at this point, 5 years later, it shows. It shows that this was a dev team that didn't really know how to manage and maintain an MMO, and it still shows that even after 5 years, they still don't have the ability to manage and maintain a proper MMO. Again, having the options, having the single player options is great, but it's got, at the end of the day, it's got to be an option. I mean, just like Guild Wars, I think that's why Guild Wars has been so successful, is that it was built from the ground up to be a quote-unquote MMO, sort of a different take on the MMO, but at the end of the day, it's still a multiplayer, massively multiplayer experience, and I'm talking about the original Guild Wars here, but with a solid option to be able to play nearly the entire game as a single player game. And at the end of the day, you could, even today, 11 and a half years later, you can still play Guild Wars as an MMO group-oriented gameplay. Outcast, thank you for the auto host. And once the income figures weren't comparable to the money spent a ton on that license, I think EA has pulled the spending plug. Well, that's the whole thing. Now, I've been debating on whether I should click someone's referral link, just so I could get the 7-day subscription, so I can pop into the forums, because I've had, tinfoil hat. I've mentioned this, here and there in the last few episodes of Wretched Hive recap I've done on YouTube. But if you look at what they've done in the last year and a half, from the point leading up to 4.0 and everything afterwards, and the comments that what's his name said in one of the Bad Feeling podcasts a month and a half, couple months ago, about them meeting certain figures and stuff like that for the release of Kotfi. If you look at everything they've done, group content is expensive, and it's you get a smaller ROI on say the high end, the end game group content than you do some of the stuff they've done. Which, again, they shouldn't have gone this long without operations, but you can't focus a lot of time and energy on operations without adding to other stuff. But that's a whole other thing. But look at everything they've done. They've essentially made this game. Their entire focus has been making trying to make the game subscription only again. And part of that is because, as we've, as been stated in the past, subscribers are the biggest biggest users of the cartel market. So naturally, of course, if you have a subscriber and they're going to be spending pound for pound more than free to play or preferred in the cartel market, then you want to make sure you have as many subscribers as you can. So you can see everything they've done is leading up to trying to make this game subscription only again, with essentially the leveling content of the free trial. And everything they've done has been to try to meet whatever financial goals EA has given the dev team. And you can just see that what they have done is not necessarily good for the game, but has been all these short-term type of things to say, okay, we need to meet this goal by this date. How do we do that? All right, let's do this, this, and this. And that's sort of exactly what you've seen with everything they've done to the game the last year and a half, is just, okay, we need to do this to meet this financial goal by this. And that's exactly what they've done. I mean, if you look at COTFE and the lead up to COTFE and the increase and quote-unquote success they had with COTFE, it's not necessarily because they went strictly storyline. They've met those certain goals because of the month-to-month rewards for COTFE. If they didn't have those month-to-month rewards for being a subscriber for COTFE, it would not nearly have been as successful. And we can see that with Knights of the Eternal Throne now. They don't have that, and Knights of the Eternal Throne is certainly not, in terms of subscribers, player base, and that type of thing, as successful as COTFE was. So it's unfortunately a lot of short-term thinking they've done the last year and a half, and now it's showing. Now it's showing because again, very few options, and it's just all short-term planning instead of thinking of, how are we going to maintain a stable player base and keep people happy in the long term. It was underwhelming. Like I said, like I was telling Arrows, like even before we learned what we learned about level syncing and the enhanced XP, I had no intention of playing through COTFE, and I would have been fine with that as long as they had not done the level syncing, not done the forced speed leveling to the game. I would still be playing with both subscriptions right now if they hadn't done that. Even though I would have no intention, and probably more than likely the way they've basically set up the game, unless you play through COTFE or start COTFE and go through the new storyline, you're basically locked out of any future content. I just can't see them, with how they arranged it, to have any future expansions playable, but yet separate from the COTFE storyline. So essentially, they've locked any future content out of that for people who have no intention of playing through those storylines. So it's another detriment there. But again, like I always say, as long as I could enjoy, as long as I would feel I would be getting my money's worth out of the game, I would still have a subscription, even though I would not be playing any of the future expansions. I would be completely fine with that. But unfortunately, they had to go screw it up with the speed leveling and the level sync. So now they get nothing from me. Used to have arguments with Sapients that SWTOR was on a path to doom because they weren't providing any endgame content to keep their subs around. He seemed to think that it didn't matter. Endgame is something to point, at least to keep people around. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. I mentioned a few times on the forums that I think, this is a theory of mine, I think if they had designed the game without PvP, I think they would have been better off. Because obviously, PvP, it's a double-edged sword there. I think this is the problem that MMOs have. You have a genre here where the player base has certain expectations. Is that if you have an MMO, well, then you have to have group content. You have to well, and rating. You have to have rating, and you have to have PvP. And I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think MMOs can survive without one or the other, and perhaps both. But you have to have a set plan, you have to have a set goal, and you have to design the game ground up to be sustainable without one or the other. Unfortunately, BioWare did not do that. They built it from the ground up to have rating, they built it from the ground up to have PvP, and unfortunately, both those things suffered because of their neglect of those things over the last 2 years. And unfortunately, because they added those to the games and have to have some focus on that, the meat and bones of what SWTOR is, which is the story, suffered because of those other two elements. So you have a game that's sort of almost a split personality, being developed by a dev team who doesn't have the ability to manage an MMO, and it's a recipe for a disaster at the end of the day. Now, do I think the game is going to shut down tomorrow? No. Do I think the game is going to shut down this year? I don't think so. I don't think SWTOR is going to shut down, as some of the doomsayers are saying, or leading people to believe in 2017 or 2018. Now, if it happens to shut down in the next 20 or 12 to 24 months, I would not be surprised. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I'm not one of those doomsayers. But again, the game is certainly not doing as well as it could or should be because of all this stuff. That's the groupthink that permeates publishing companies. Look what happened to a once single first-person shooter had a decent PvP mode. Every single player game had to have it, and most of them looked and played like crap. Exactly. So it's like I said, I think the game could have done well and probably would have done better if they had not had PvP at all. I think the game could have survived and been good without the PvP element. Now, it sort of sounds crazy to say that, but again, we got to look at why people came to the game and all that stuff. Of course, you got your core MMO player who's going to want that PvP section, but the vast majority of what we were doing here, of the people who were really there, were for that story and for the progression and that kind of stuff. If you found the YouTube channel Extra Credits, I think you'd like it from a game design perspective. No, I have not seen that, but I will certainly check it out now. Let me write that down, because once I close chat out, I will forget about it. So Extra Credits, YouTube Extra Credits. I got to check it out. So yes, I will look into that. But yeah, it's we'll see what happens. I don't know. I could go on forever, hours and hours upon SWTOR. Yeah, exactly. SWTOR marketed itself as a game with multiple storylines and then dropped it all, and I think that's where the problem started. And I think that's really the crux of it there, because BioWare essentially backed themselves into a corner with that. Now, I can't entirely blame the dev team for that, because what they did was ingenious and what they did was awesome. But unfortunately, it was not sustainable from an MMO player perspective. And of course, we saw what happened in the first life of the game, and now, unfortunately, with what happened to the studio over the last 5 years and stuff, they just don't have the ability to maintain the 8 storylines. Now, I think at one point in the first couple of years of the game's life, they had a chance at being able to save that portion of the game But I think now it's just too late. They just don't have the talent or the resources to do that. So I think that ship has sailed, unfortunately. And if they had not ignored that part of the game for so long in the game's life, like they've ignored the group content the last couple of years, if they had not ignored that story content the first 2 years, I think we would be in a much better spot here. The whole 8 different stories was what made different from the WoWs, and found out the cost involved in development, voice acting. Yes, indeed. Yeah, even though, I mean, they did say that the voice acting in and of itself was not the expensive part of that. I guess I need to kill her. Speak to Vol'jin at spit scale code. Oh, I gotta speak to you first. Okay. Yeah, get back on with my WoW adventures here. Here we go.
Dog spear never gonna give up.
Revenge is kind of, let me know when you're ready. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go fight this thing. But at one point, I think
You were foolish to come here, Sea Witch. You escaped our vengeance once, but the Dark Spear tribe will not abide your trespassing again.
You are weak, Vol'jin, like your father was weak. Today, I will finish what I started long ago. The Dark Spear shall be wiped from existence!
Alright, there we go. Ah, thanks for the sub there, Battery. I'm glad to see you made your 10 sub goal too, by the way. I'm actually surprised that I've gone over 100 subs. I guess that should do something. Should mention, yay! Thank you, everyone. Thanks you for helping me reach over 100 subs on YouTube. Woohoo! But yeah, we could go on about SWTOR and all that. I think at the end of the day, I think the last thing I have to say on SWTOR is that if they had arranged it to do packages of class story, just little tidbits and bites, because essentially that's all Kotri is. It's an they did an hour, basically an hour a month of content. If they had done that, stamp out the braziers. Okay, where are the braziers? I don't know where the braziers are. Oh, is this one? Okay. Oh, it's here. Okay.
It's too far away.
You were a fool to touch my fires! When Vol'jin falls, you knew who dies next.
Ooh.
I'll get the fires this time!
I need a target.
Oh, I think we got her.
Sonny! No! No!
It be done. Our ancient enemy is defeated. I've been waiting a long time for a chance to avenge my father. A great weight has been lifted from my shoulders. I must be returning to Dark Spear Hold. Please, meet me there once Vanira is done with her healing of the boy.
But he's a corpse.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for our brother. Her power tore away at his soul. I'll send some watchers to get his body so we can offer a proper farewell. I wish I could do more. Vol'jin rushed off in eagerness, but I can take us back to safety. Just give me the word when you're ready, Mon.
Okay, I guess I'm ready.
Talk to me.
Take me back to Dark Spear Hold, if you would.
Be careful, man.
Thank you. Gonna grab a quick nap for your stream. Catch you later. All right. Thank you, Barry. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. We will have to continue our SWTOR conversation at some point, perhaps on Discord. Oh, the joys. Alright, so where are we at here? I need to figure out how to best archive my Twitch stream. Is going to run the Diablo anniversary content later. Ooh, nice. Oh, I guess I gotta go up there.
Greetings, man.
Spirits be with ya.
Do I have room? No, I don't have room, of course. So I'm gonna just sell some stuff here, won't I? Captain of the Watch. Merchant. Alright, what cloth and leather armor merchant. So
How
you're
you
not
doing, man?
oh, you know what I need to do? I think I
Spirits
got
be
some
with
pants
ya,
I can.
man.
So we got here 5 armor, poison cured breeches. Durability 45 out of 45, so yeah, no change there, so we'll flip them.
Hello, man.
We'll sell those. Open the clan. Oh, interesting. Okay. Mackerel. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to sell the trash.
I'll be seeing ya.
Much as that would pain me. If I can find... We got to figure out account storage here, too. Find a way to purchase a few more bags here.
How can old Vol'jin help ya?
Oh, I do get a Sea Witch's bag. Which means I need to have one more free slot, don't I? Alright, so let's go sell one more thing here.
Me got the good stuff, man.
Small leather collar. Oh, what? Cat hair, rabbit's foot, small animal bone, chipped boar tusk. Ooh, wow, that's a pretty penny there. So what do I want to sell here? Alright, that's good. I'll sell the collar.
Spirits be with ya, man.
And hope I don't need that later. Guild Wars ruined me in that aspect by having collectors for all the trash. So now I've got to save everything in every game.
The Sea Witch is dead. Our home is reclaimed.
Alright, good.
But our future still be uncertain. I've no love for Garrosh, that much is sure. But leaving the Horde is not a decision I be taking lightly. There's only one with the answers I seek. You can stay and watch if you like.
Vol'jin, it's good to see you, brother.
Thrall, I'm glad you be well. There were rumors otherwise.
Indeed, someone did try to kill me, but that is not my greatest concern at this moment. The world itself calls for my aid.
I must beg your counsel, my friend. I can't be standing by Garrosh while he be turning our people against each other for the sake of war. My respect for you does not extend to this new Horde. I'm thinking of leading my people away.
Vol'jin, I chose Garrosh because he has the strength to lead our people in these trying times. For all my supposed wisdom, there have been moments that I've barely been able to hold the Horde together. The Wrathgate and Undercity displayed that clearly enough. The Horde cries for a hero of old. An orc of true blood that will bow to no human and bear no betrayal. A warrior that will make our people proud again. Garrosh can be that hero. I did not make this decision lightly, Vol'jin. I know our alliances will suffer for it. I know the Horde will be irreversibly changed. But I made this choice with confidence that Garrosh is exactly what the Horde needs. I'm trusting you and the other leaders not to let this divide our people. You are stronger than that.
I understand, brother. I will think on this and be troubling you no further. You have a world to be saving.
Thramkar, old friend.
You be strong and proud, young blood. The Dark Spear will be honored to have you fight beside him. These be dark times, but our people will be staying with the Horde for the good of all. Thrall's words be true. They always be. The Horde is much more than just a few old, stubborn leaders and a handful of heroes from Northrend. The people be crying Garrosh's name, at least for now. Still, I be hoping Thrall will return to us one day. The future right now be looking very grim and very bloody. Go now, make the Dark Spear proud. There are many wars ahead of us, and I'm sure you'll be having a part to play in all of them.
Alrighty then. That's interesting. Hey, look, story! Yeah, I started watching that saying, oh yeah, our alliances will suffer, the Horde will be changed forever, this and that. But yeah, Garrosh is good for us. Okay, how exactly? Sounds like it's all doom and gloom for the Horde here. Because you chose Garrosh. I'm very curious about that. Alright. Looks like that might bring to a close our little adventures on Troll Island here. Let's do the stairs all proper, like, alright, good. So, let's do this. I meant to do this. Boots, forearmor, fallen friend, vile boots, sword durability, etc., etc. That looks good, so we'll just switch them out.
What you looking for?
To sell those, thank you.
Later.
Alright, so we're good. So this is the general trash here. This is general stuff there. Some more general stuff here. Open the clam. I don't want to, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'll save those for later. I don't need food and drink. What I'd like to do is buy another bag at least. Dark Isles, Cave, so we've pretty much done everything around Echo Isles here. Maybe I gotta head back to Sen'jin Village to find a normal merchant. There should be a normal merchant here somewhere, I would imagine. General goods. Here we go. Good.
Relax.
Small brown pouch. 6 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically, basic there. 4 silver. I can certainly afford it. How many slots I got open right now? 8 slots. Just give me 12 slots altogether. Well, we'll see.
Okie dokie.
We'll see. All right. Speak to writer Jahash to get a ride to Eraser Hill. Once there, speak with Garthok. So we've got to go this way. Say goodbye to our troll friends. There was more voice dialogue than I remember. I remember text boxes for so long. Yeah, well, that's, you think about it. Now they've got a lot of, again, you know, I haven't, this is my first year, really, in WoW. So I don't really have a comparison to how it was in past years. So do you run mods for the game? No, I don't run mods. Generally speaking, for any games, I've always been. I think that sort of harkens back. Well, part of that's because you don't. You know, obviously, you can look up who you can trust and that kind of stuff. But I've always been leery about running add-ons and stuff like that, because you never know what kind of issues that could cause. Not only with the game, but with your system, depending on the mods and stuff you get. But that also harkens back to my good old single-player game days. Back where I never, when I got a game, I'd play it as is. I'd never, patch any games I had, because I sort of wanted to experience the game as it was released, so to speak. So even like the official patches for games and stuff like that, I never ran, because, well, this is what you guys put out. This is what you released on. That's the game I want to experience. And so it sort of harkens back that I just want that raw experience. So more or less, so I ran dungeons and raids when I needed them for alerts. I used to run mods for the game. I had stuff like Quest Tracker, stuff like that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, for like a lot of the games now, I think they make a lot of mods redundant. And that, I'm of the fact, if I can get through the game and all the stuff that's already as part of the mechanics and in the game itself, if I can survive and get through with just what's included in the game without running, the third-party mods, stuff like that, then that works for me, really. Bat handler. Oh, there's my cursor. Where I gotta go? I gotta go up here. Okay. So the Valley of the Trials, Sen'jin Village, so good. We get to explore a little bit more before we end it here today. So I don't see any quest markers popping up here. Rogue trainer. Oh, you know what? While I'm here, see if there's any training I can do. I would think there is, but you never know. Alright, where are you at? You're there, so I've got to come in on the other side. Trade supplies. So we got weapon merchant. Fine. General goods.
What you want?
Yeah. Well, I guess nothing. Okay. The Sen'jin village outskirts. Oh, hello there. Oh, thanks. Whoever that was. Oh, nice. Alright. I have a target in front of me. Let me kill that one first. There we go. Oh, good. Bug juice. Just what I wanted. I don't have herbalism. Yeah, I've got to work on crafting, I guess, at some point, or gathering skills. Spiniels, a dark spear strand. Okay. Now that's the right Echo Isles there, which we don't need to worry about. Well, you have to go home. Good morning. Thanks for streaming. It helps make the time go by quicker. Well, good. Glad I could be of assistance there, and have a safe journey home. Enjoy. And of course, I did end up missing your stream on Tuesday too. Even though I said I should be able to make it, and nope. Once again, it's like, oh, yeah, get home. Oh, gotta do this, that, this, the other thing. Oh, wait. Oh, missed it again. One of these days. One of these days. But, yeah, thanks for stopping by, Arrow. Thanks for stopping by. At the end of the day, I gotta get caught up on all my stream watching for all the fellow Extra Life stream teamers we got here. So have a good one, Arrow. Thank you. See, part of the problem is that when I have time to actually sit and watch a stream, I'm saying to myself, I need to get a video done here. So it's like, oh. It's like when I finally have some free time here, it's like, oh, I gotta get a video done. So what I'm going to end up having to do is what I'm actually doing this morning is running, doing my video here, of course, doing my adventures, and then having a stream run on one of my other systems that I mentioned here earlier. Watching one of our Kittens Live leader, Kaljit, stream, what's she streaming? Red Dead Redemption. So keeping one eye out there on what she's streaming while I'm running my own stream here. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do from now on. Are you going to attack? Yes, of course you're going to attack me. You ugly little scorpion. Oh, we actually got a ways to go before we get up there. Interesting. So let's see what we got over here. Ah, what is that? Tiragard Keep. We gained some experience. Good. Ah, okay. Looks like this is an enemy keep, so we don't necessarily want to pop in there for a safe place to stay. Interesting. Sharpshooters, so they're low level here. What am I, level 8? Okay. Whereas if this was Star Wars The Old Republic, I'd be like level 30 by now. Of course, I shouldn't get myself started on SWTOR again, should I? That's a discussion for Wretched Hive recap. I probably should do a live episode of Wretched Hive recap. I've been thinking about doing that. I've got to get an overlay set up. I've been working on an RMG gaming overlay. I don't do overlays or the camera for the adventure series here. That's because I sort of want to showcase more of the game rather than have an overlay or a camera on. So that's why for like on this channel here for all the adventure series, you won't. I won't have cameras or the overlays on. For my BJ Waller channel, of course, that's a little different because that's for Extra Life and other stuff. I can't help you right now, apparently. Oop. I'm trying to help you, but I guess that's for a different quest. Okay, so there may be a quest for that. So I certainly, maybe Monday I can do an episode of Wretched Hive recap live. Discuss some more things, pretty much just carry on the conversation we just had here today. Star Wars The Old Republic. So what are these things? Sea elementals, okay. See if we can thread the needle around these guys. I don't see... Uh-oh. I have aggroed the sea elemental here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't see anything else of particular use. Okay, it's a critter in a box. Alright, let's keep heading up this way then. Let's go see what we got here. We have discovered the Razor Hill outskirts. Okay. I see a green guard, so that looks like this might be something helpful. I got a certain icon here, so let's see what you...
Greetings.
What are you looking for? Oh, a bank. Find the bank in Agramore. Head north up the road to get there and then talk to one of their guards. Okay.
May your blades never dull. Look round.
Flight Master? So then the town next to the Wind Riders. So, okay, so my account bank, I've got to get to the main town. Supposition there. Alright, northwest corner, say hi to Innkeeper Grosk.
Well,
Alright, so let's get into Razor Hill here, because this looks like this might be a good place to stop for this episode here. Go check on the children's. Maybe get an adventures. Ah, Flight Master.
What can I help you with?
Aha! I am here. And that's...
Strength.
That's where it is to... You're right to Razor Hill. Once there, speak with Garthok. I'm in Razor Hill. I guess I can just speak to Garthok now. If I can get up here. Prefer to walk. Garthok. Well, how? Rogue trainer too. Jump, jump, get. I guess I gotta go down. Do I have to go down to go up? Oh yes, look at that. Okay, there we go. Ooh, pet trainer. What's pet trainer?
Speak, friend.
Oh, hunters.
May your blades never dull.
Gotta get back onto my alliance characters at some point, I guess. Garthok.
Thrall, halt.
That troll wants us to help. He can forget. I've got my own human problems to worry about, and even those are the least of my worries right now. Sen'jin is right next to Echo Isles in the Valley of Trials. Gadrin should find plenty of young buds to help him with his human infestations. Woohoo! From bad to worse. Tier Guard Keep lies to the southeast. Yeah, I saw it on my way here. You probably passed it. Yes, in fact, I did. It's been for years. These moving to the place. Roars and aggravation. Okay, let's accept that.
Dabu.
Dabu Grade. Oh, look at that. I can't jump out. We'll go down.
Makra.
Makra. To you too. More burning blades. You'll find a cave where trains are new. Teaching these neophytes.
Farewell.
Thank you.
What do you need?
You've got a quest.
Makra.
I guess I can't pick that up yet, huh? Ah, the butcher.
Loktar.
Meats to Orgrimmar. I want to browse your goods. Oh, tough jerky. So, alright, nothing there.
Strength. What are you looking for?
Meats to Orgrimmar. Some truces. I want to send the prayer name is. Will you? Yes, I will.
Go with honor.
Now, did you throw me some meat? Of course you did. So we'll throw the quest item up there. Who's this? Meats to Orgrimmar. Okay, what's this here? Ah, the Razor Hill Inn. Do a little bit of exploration here before we call this an episode. Run around, see what we got here. Ah, the barracks. Okay. Trainers. Oh, I gotta run up there and see if there's any training this other guy can do for me. First aid trainer. Okay, general goods. Alright. I got nothing to sell at the moment, but let's see if you have anything different.
Blood and thunder.
Simple wood. Red ribbon wrapping paper. Festive paper. Ah, okay. Ooh, 8-slot bag. That might come in handy. Ooh, that's expensive though. For only, what, 2 more slots? That's plenty expensive there.
For the Horde.
Don't suppose, where's the calendar? What do we got going on here? Feast of Winter Veil Ends. Yes, I missed all the various Christmas and New Year's feasts in all my games except for Guild Wars this year. Hopefully next year.
Time is money, friend.
Hello there. If you got your head to where you're there, I think you find some band. Sure.
Be careful out there.
Okay, I'll try. Alright, Flight Master. Okay, that takes me to Orgrimmar. Go talk to my rogue trainer here.
Speak.
Nothing? Okay. Profession trainer.
Speak, friend.
Yes, I think I still have to do that. I
Farewell.
still gotta do my profession training. I haven't decided what I should do with that yet. I think, right? Ooh, cheap shot. Wait a minute here. Oh, I don't think I have cheap shot anywhere, do I? No. Oh, alright, let's throw down cheap shot here, shall we? There we go. Weapon skills, racial, passive, racial, passive, racial, passive. Okay, there we go. Outlaw, subtlety. So I do that, that should activate, right? Ah, okay, there we go. There we go. So can I take that off then? Alright, perfect, there we go. That works. I'm so noobish. Where'd the little inn thing go? The innkeeper.
What can I do for you?
Blood and thunder. McGraw.
What can I do at an inn? New lands must rest or bow. We let your axe by the fire and the swords of mine. What can I do at an inn? Staying in your rest, because of this you will become well rested much more quickly than you would in the wilderness. When you are well rested, you learn more experience. Innkeeper Gate. Hearthstone. Can later use Hearthstone in order to quickly turn to that inn.
Go forth to victory.
I want to browse your goods. Okay, good to know.
Be safe.
Ice cold milk.
Lotar.
Make this in your home.
For the Horde.
Yes. Razor Hill is now my new home, right? Razor Hill. Excellent. I'm advancing. I'm advancing. Burning Blade. Okay, so we still got some exploration here. The Northern Barrens. Those Northern Barrens here, so alright. I think that's good enough for now. I think we shall rest. AFK command. Oh, no. Sit. There we go. We shall rest and we shall call this an episode. So thanks again, Battery and Aerodash, for stopping by this wonderful morning. And again, thank you for the host, Battery, and thank you for the host, Arrow, and thank you for the host, where's the other auto host at here? Outcast 341. So thank you for all those hosts, even though my overlay here, my Steam Pro overlay, somehow doesn't like hosts. I gotta figure that out, why it's not showing the hosts when I get hosted. But in the meantime, this is BJ Weller saying thanks for watching this episode of Adventures in the Horde. Until next time, I will see you in game.